Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Friday, November 28th, 2024. You may follow me on the talk, the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use a Hattie Thorn deck. It is Christmas Spirit Tarot. You can find this at hattiethorn.com. She also has an Etsy shop, and she is still running her Black Friday sale. So head on over there if you have ever been interested in a Hattie Thorn deck. Some good deals over there. I ordered my stuff earlier in the week. She already sent it. I'm not kidding you. She probably saw all this stuff from her end, what I had in my cart, and she probably already had it in a box almost ready to go. I'm not even kidding. I think I ordered 7 decks, maybe 8, somewhere like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I ordered quite a few. So, and it was, she had it ready to go that day. Like, I got a notice saying, "Oh, your stuff is ready to ship," and I was like, what? And then my thing is she has such a good deal going on right now. She really does. Like, I forked out a lot of money for my decks even with the discount. He's playing with the little paper ball, like one of those little floofy balls. I always debate. Like, I put the stuff in my cart, and then I go back and forth. Like, do I need this? Do I need that? And it was funny because I had some repeat decks in there that I already had, like the Kawaii deck, the cute little Christmas Kawaii deck. I have 2 copies, but I had a third in my cart. Did I need that? No, I got rid of it. Do I regret not getting it? Yeah. I'm a nightmare, y'all. I'm a nightmare. But yeah, she's got a good sale on if you're interested. And this deck, it's funny because I wouldn't have even been interested. Like, I didn't even really care. Like, oh, do I need Christmas decks? Who cares, right? Just use whatever deck you got. It doesn't matter. If you only have one tarot deck, use your one tarot deck. There's no shame. Like, there's no shame. I just have a problem. And when I ordered last year, she gave me, sometimes she gives you like a little freebie card from one of the other decks. And she gave me one from this deck. And I absolutely loved it. And I was like, I got to order this deck. And I think I ended up ordering this like late spring because it was definitely after Christmas. But yeah, she's a sweetheart too. I've emailed her before with questions, and like, she answers. She does, if she can, like, obviously she's in the UK and I'm here in the US, but she'll answer as soon as she can. We got 3 on the table, 1 major, no reverse. Oh, those are birds. I thought they were dogs. Huh. I spoke too soon. We got 4 on the table, 2 majors, 1 major is in reverse. Oh, those aren't birds. Those are, okay. I'm going blinder and blinder by the second. 2 more shuffles. Five on the table, 3 major, 1 major in reverse. 1 more shuffle. 1 more shuffle. Look at Homer. Look at how handsome he is. Homer! 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 You get sick of the kitty blanket? All right, we got 6 on the table, which is funny because we had 6 for the collective reading too. It's currently uploading to YouTube. We got Five of Cups. Got the Hermit, one of my favorites. Do you have to ask why? Ten of Pentacles. It's like, do you have to ask why? We've got Temperance in reverse. We've got the Moon. I love this card. I absolutely love it. And two little dogs. One white and one dark. Y'all. Oh, I just heard. Oh, I watched it like 2 weeks ago. The movie Trainwreck with Amy Schumer. I think I was talking to you guys about it in another video. What's her name that plays her boss? I can never remember her name. She's such a great actor, actor. It doesn't matter. She tells Amy Schumer's character that she slept with almost all the people, all the bandmates of Pink Floyd, I think it was. And she goes, I saw the dark side of all of their moons. Oh my gosh. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. That's interesting. Okay, so when this card fell out, I felt like I needed to say that this person is lonely. And I still get that vibe, but I don't know who this is going to resonate for, but this is like a little side note. And technically, I mean, it could be part of the read, I guess, but stop giving your stuff away. He's holding like a bouquet of flowers, but he's got like all this money, and it looks like at the bottom like money's like about to drop out, and like he's probably not even going to notice, and he's going to keep walking. I don't know, like somebody's lonely, and like they're giving, it's not even necessarily money, right? It could be your time, because your time is worth money. You don't not, we don't have, you always think you have more time, but we only have so much time here. Everything is predestined. Everything is fated. So time is money. Your time is money. So it could be just like feeling lonely and spending time with people that you shouldn't really just be spending time with. You're going to have to make that judgment call for yourself, like what that would mean for you, if that resonates. Like who you should not be spending time with. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover situation. It could be a family member, a friend. Like if somebody is no good for you, why are you spending time with them? If they're a energy vampire, why do you keep hanging out with them? Anywho. Yeah, I think that's just, oh, I mean, that could, I said that as, so that could resonate for someone specifically, but I think it still goes along with the read, because whatever this is someone's energy. Like this is not, I know there's a Ten of Pentacles here, okay? I know there's the Moon here with the light and the dark. Somebody could look at that and be like, oh, that must be about relationships. Listen, the collective reading that I'm currently uploading to YouTube, that was someone's independent energy as well. It doesn't necessarily always have to be like people in relationships. Like this is somebody's, and I think this Five of Cups and this Four of Pentacles goes hand in hand, honestly, when I look at them. Because look at this gentleman. He's like looking at his cups like they're empty. Okay, so let me say this. Somebody might be sticking to themselves, staying staying by themselves, not hanging out with friends. Maybe you don't have a spouse, you don't have a lover, boyfriend, whatever, girlfriend, whatever. Because so like somebody knows, like they spend time with the wrong people. Like, why do I keep hanging out with the wrong people? Why do I keep falling in love with the wrong person? Why do I kind of like someone realizing like they're the 10 of pentacles, they're the 10 of cups on their own. Like they don't, like, why do I keep hanging out with the wrong people? Why do I keep getting with the wrong person, thinking that the relationship is going to work and then it never works? Like, I'm already this. What do I need that other person for? And I'm not saying, you guys know how I feel. If you follow and subscribe me, you guys know how I feel. Like, I'm single. I've been single since my divorce at the beginning of 2023. I enjoy being single. I like being on my own. I like taking care of myself and not having to worry about anybody else other than the cats, right? Like, I like not having to answer to anybody. I like doing my own thing, making my own judgments, making my own calls, having my own home. You guys know, like, I work at the warehouse. I work 4 days a week. I typically work 1 extra day a week for overtime. I could technically work 2 extra days if I wanted to. I could have volunteered to work today. I could have volunteered to work Sunday, but I took my 5 days off for Thanksgiving. It was part of my request for vacation. But I'm just saying, like, I don't have to ask a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a spouse to be like, hey, honey, can I work overtime on Sunday? You didn't have plans? Okay, great. I don't even have to do that. I can literally text my boss and be like, hey, do you need help on Sunday? Because I can come in. Great. Fabulous. See you then. I don't have to worry about coming home to do somebody else's laundry with mine or have them use the laundry and then I'm sitting there waiting to use. You know what I mean? Like, I come home and I clean up after myself and the cats. I don't have to worry about another person. And another person doesn't have to worry about me, right? And I've been saying this for a long time. You don't need another person to be a 10 of pentacles, to be in your 10 of cups. You can be that all on your own. It's all about mindset. What do you believe? What do you think you are? If you think you're a 5 of cups or a 5 of pentacles, right? Then that's what you're going to be. If you think that you do good on your own and you're stable and you're reliable and you're fruitful, you're abundant, you're a good manifester, then this is what you are. And whoever this is, they know, like, this person knows that they're okay on their own. Like, they can do it on their own. But it's that energy of, okay, I can do it on my own, but how come when I don't do it on my own, when I get involved with other people, again, friends, family, lover, like, I always end up giving too much and I always end up with very little, right? It's like somebody realizing, with the Hermit card and the Temperance in reverse, it's like somebody going into like thought mode, contemplation mode, manifestation mode, meditation mode, right? And with the Temperance in reverse, it's kind of like realizing, like, when I get into relationships, there's no peace for me. There's no stability. There's no reliability. Like, again, like, I'm giving too much of myself and getting very little in return. Okay, that was weird. I just had like a phantom, like I wanted to pull on my jewelry, like it felt like there was jewelry in there. And you know what's funny is the hole on the inside, from the inside, has already closed. I can, there's nothing, like, there's nothing there, but you can still see it here. It's going to take a while for that to fade, by the way. It took, what, like a year-ish for my eyebrow piercing to fade, and you can still kind of tell where it was because my eyebrow never grew in right from it. or at least in my opinion. Anyway. Yeah, it's like somebody realizing, like, okay, I'm great on my own. When I get into relationships, like I feel like there's no equal give and take. There's no equality. Like there's an offset. There's unbalance there. Like somebody feels unbalanced. And I think that the moon card falling out for this reading is actually, I think it's actually kind of amazing because, like I said, there's like a light and a dark, right? There's a light dog and a dark dog, and they're both looking at the moon. And as you know, the moon card can represent like deception, lies, things like that. But in this reading, in the upright, it kind like to me, it kind of gives off two, like a double meaning for somebody. Like whoever this person is, like they have their lighter side, they have their darker side. And I know this is gonna sound a little, okay, I'm just gonna say it. So some people could look at this person and see their lighter side, but then that means that whoever's looking at this person and sees the lighter side, they're the darker side. And if they look at this person and see a darker side, it's because they're the lighter side. It's almost like whoever this person is, they're attracting in the opposite of themselves. So like, and let's just put it in simple terms, right? Like, and that is just an example, but if I'm the good and someone looks at me and says, "Oh my god, you're so good. Like you give and give and give and blah blah blah." That person's bad. They're like, "Oh, you give and you give? Like I want you to give to me. Like I want to take everything I can possibly get out of you and use you and suck you up dry." So that there is nothing left, right? Where or somebody looks at me and says, "Oh, like you're really negative. Like you're a pessimist. Like oh, you don't put off any good energy." They're the ones that put off the good energy. They're the ones that are positive. They're the ones that are healing. But they're looking at me. Sorry, I forgot to mute this, and I'm getting all the stupid texts for all the sales for Black Friday. It's like, isn't that over yet? Okay, now it should be silent. So it's like a reversal. Like somebody's getting the reverse of what they are. And take how it resonates because, and I'm not saying that somebody's out there like, "Oh, you're a horrible person." It's not even that. Like you could be a perfectly nice person and somebody could look at you and be like, "Oh, they're a piece of crap." Like I had one interaction with them and I did not like them, right? Same goes like I could look at somebody and be like, "Oh, they're really great. Like I really love them." And then like 10 months later be like, "Oh my god, I misjudged that person. That person's POS." So take how it resonates. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, it doesn't have to be a concrete good versus evil. It's giving off the energy of somebody being thought of the opposite of what they are. And then somebody that's thinking of them like that being the opposite of who they are. I always feel it's funny because when you look at the moon card and if you get deception, if you get lies, okay, fine. That's fine. People read that into the card all the time. But it's funny because when I look at the moon card, I always think of illumination. I always think of, okay, if there is deception, if there is lies, it is going to be illuminated. And I have said this before. If you follow, if you subscribe, I've said this before. There is no such thing as doing something under the moon and not being seen. Like doing dark magic under the moon. Like, oh, nobody's going to notice that I'm doing dark magic under the moon. Wrong. Look at Homer's face. Wrong. The moon is light. And that's why I say when I look at it, I see illumination because the moon is light. When the moon is out and you can see it clear in the sky, that is light. That is illuminating everything. Everything. That's why when you're out at night walking, you don't even necessarily need street lamps, right? Your eyes adjust to the dark. And if the moon is out, you're going to have natural light. It's just like when people get lost in the woods, but they get lost in the woods and it's not completely dark out there. You can see the moonlight and like in the summer, like it shimmers and, like you can walk in the dark. You don't, like the moon illuminates everything. And I'm just going to say it. And, people can argue with me. People can think I'm crazy. I don't care. If the moon is illuminating the good and the bad, I, in my own opinion, I correlate that with God. Because as I've said a million times, God sees everything. Now, whether I would say the moon is God, I'm not necessarily saying that. What I'm saying is it's probably more of a device for the good Lord, kind of like the crystal ball, if you will, of the universe. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Because when I look at the moon card in here, and like I said, I get that they think you're the opposite, even though, you know what I mean? But I also get when I look at the moon card, like whoever this person is, whoever this reading is for, this is just them being illuminated to the fact, right? Like this is just a dawning for somebody. Like I'm putting off this vibe, but people look at me like this. The thing is people are always going to see what they want to see, right? Like when I look at certain people, I don't always see how good they are or how bad they are, right? Like I see what I want to see until I have that little intuition, that little gut feeling, that little ringing in my ear, that little zing buzz in my head, like, hey, this person is no good. Hello, we told you. Or hey, this person is amazing. Why are you treating them like crap? We told you. It's whoever this person is being illuminated. Because like I said with the Hermit card, like this is someone in healing mode. This is someone learning about themselves and others. Like I said, this is someone realizing that they can be the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups on their own, even though they might feel unbalanced. I mean, that's just because typically, like even if I use myself as an example, right? Like me coming off my divorce almost 3 years ago, like I felt unbalanced, but it didn't last long. Like I know how to take care of myself. I'm an adult. I figured it out, not being with the ex-husband, paying my own bills, that kind of stuff. It's not like I didn't do that with him. Like I didn't feel off center for long. And this is just the illumination to the fact for this person. Like you don't necessarily need other people. Do you want them? Sure. Would you like to have a person? Sure. Who wouldn't? I would love to have a mate someday, my soulmate, my person. I think we all would, but I'm fine on my own. I can do it on my own. I have Homer to back me up. Homer? Huh? Yeah? I'm just going to say this. I think we all go through periods like this. And I think we all have certain people that we feel like we give more to. And I think we all have certain people that we feel like take from us. Um, it just takes however long it takes for us to be illuminated to that fact, right? Like it takes how long for that intuition, that gut feeling to kick in. You know, as humans, we always want to think the best of other humans. You know, we see stories on the news about all kinds of crazy things happening. And it's like, yeah, but I don't want to believe anybody that I know would do that, you know? Like, I don't want to believe that anybody I know could be that evil. I mean, here's hoping. But, you know, you don't know every single person inside and out. I mean, some people maybe, relatives, good friends, but everything's a learning experience. Every person is a new learning experience. No one person is the same as anybody else. I think the biggest takeaway from this reading is just to be very mindful of who you're giving your time and your energy to. And just really being honest with oneself about who is worth it and who is not. And I know that sounds kind of mean, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you subscribe me to my channel, if you've been watching me for a while, y'all know when I was dating in September, one person, one person, I mean, him and I talked for a week or two online, and then we met and went on, I don't know, 3 dates, 4 dates. And after 2 weeks of like hanging out with him, I was like, no, I'm good. Like, no, I'm good. Like, I mean, that's relatively quick when you think about it. Like, after a month, after only 2 weeks of hanging out with somebody, nope, I'm good. This ain't right for me. I'm going to move along. Because I just don't believe in wasting time. I don't want to waste their time, and I'm not going to waste my time. And he just turned, he was nice. If not an animal killer, because I think he killed my cat. But anyway, and I'm pretty sure I've told you guys that story already. Um, like I'm not wasting my time with somebody that has like doesn't have the drive that I have, doesn't have the energy that I have, doesn't like the same things as me. Like pretty much nothing that I like did he like. And I didn't like what you know what I mean? Like we didn't really have a lot in common. So why would I continue to waste my time? And he was trying to argue with me about it. And it's like, why are you arguing with me about it? Why would you want to stay with someone that you don't have anything in common with? Forget about good versus evil. Like we just don't have a lot in common. Why would you want to stay with me? Because it's easy? Because you already wasted 2 weeks on me? Like, and I don't look at those 2 to 4 weeks as a wasted experience. I look at that as a learning lesson. I look at that, how am I going to deal with the next encounter, right? I mean, I try to look at from more of a positive aspect. All right. Enough examples, enough story time. I'm going to leave it there. Take what you will from the cards, okay? Um, I hope it resonated for you, for someone. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving if you partake in that. And if you do not, I hope you had a fabulous Thursday. And it's the weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.